Silliness.
But it was a little overdone.
Very.
I mean, there was other news going on, and I'm glad it was not as bad as it could have been. And, but they just won't let it drop. Now they're saying flooding will come back or so-and-so. And I'll bet you if you talk to the people of Florida, they're saying, well, we dodged that one. Let's get back to getting things together. The biggest thing is the power's out over half the state.
That's true.
It'll take a while to get all those wires hooked back up.
Yeah, up to a week, I hear, in certain instances.
I mean, we have problems getting the right programs on time. Imagine if the wires weren't hooked up. Imagine that.
Yeah, it would be definitely a mess.
Yeah, so our thoughts and prayers go out to those of you in these flood-ravaged areas and those of you on 9/11 who lost loved ones and the people that fought since that time in our armed services. We thank you for your service and for your loss. I mean, no words can really say it. 9/11 Day is Patriot Day, and that's what it's all about today. Flags at half-mast for those that gave their life. Still get a lump in your throat if you lived through that, if you were born and around at that time. Just a dark day in American history, and the positive lining of that is the way America turned around and came back and rebuilt and moved forward. And so we hope we'll always continue to do that no matter what happens. So this is the day when you see the flags at half-mast, you know what's going on here on this day. Everybody knows where they were on 9/11. Right, Tomas?
Oh, yes. I was waking up.
Yep. Everybody, we were on the West Coast, and my daughter called me and woke me up. And, you hear the words and you don't believe it. You turn the TV on, and then it's just you're in like a slow motion kind of thing. So,
yeah, or either a trance of some type.
John Cardillo was on, I think it was either Twitter or Facebook. He was posting today the events of the planes when they left and what happened in the planes, just the chronological order. And it was just chilling to go ahead and read through that whole thing again and see what happened with the 3 planes, 2 for the Trade Center, 1 destined for the Pentagon, a 4th destined for the White House that was brought down in a field. Boy, better not take that out of the history books. This is a day that America gave a lot. And we'll continue here on Patriot Day. We're in the lounge, Michael Horn and Tomas.
What are you going to do with your old car? You can try selling it, you could junk it, or you could donate it to Heritage for the Blind. Your car will be towed away for free, and your donation is tax deductible. Just call 1-800-785-9618. Heritage for the Blind accepts cars, vans, trucks, and boats. It doesn't matter if your vehicle runs or not. It will be towed away for free, and you'll be supporting those that need help. Heritage for the Blind is a nonprofit organization that helps the visually impaired live fuller lives. Call right now to donate your car, and as a special thank you for calling, you'll receive a free 3-day vacation voucher to many exciting locations. Call Heritage for the Blind right now, 1-800-785-9618. Donating is easy, and your vehicle is towed away for free. Plus, you'll get a free vacation voucher. Call now, 1-800-785-9618. That's 1-800-785-9618.
We are back in the lounge. I am Michael Horn along with Tomas. Coming up later on in the show today, Hollywood reporter Jerry Sides is going to be here with happenings in Hollywood. She's got some things to talk about in the world of Hollywood. Is that coming up at 4:20 today, at 20 minutes, 10 minutes from now? Is that right?
That's correct, sir.
Yeah, our third segment, I should say, not the fourth. Third segment today, 20 minutes past. So we will have her on. There's a special performance in Hollywood on the Red Shoes. There's a big event with actress that's going to be going on with a Victoria screening. So Jerry Sides will have that all for us. Anyway, entertainment news for you as we move into the show today. They say there's absolutely no question which movie ruled the box office this weekend. Apparently the most popular movie in America, a huge opening weekend in theaters over the last few days. Stephen King's adaptation of It became the biggest. It became the biggest opener ever for a movie in the horror genre. Apparently It is incredible. Over 4,103 theaters across the United States screening the film. this weekend. It's taken in a grand total of $117.2 million. This has set the horror genre opening record weekend, blew away all of its first week opening competition. And it's pretty important for our North American box office because it has been quite a few months since a major hit was in the theaters. This summer, they say, was one of the worst in recent memories for production companies and movie houses, but now it has redeemed all that, at least for the time being. It shattered a ton of records, bringing in a legitimate 9-figure payday along the way. So they spoke about this, and it seems to be doing well at the box office. Pennywise, the clown Pennywise, and the movie It. Pennywise, they say, has certainly brought big dollars back to the movie theater, and not a moment too soon. They say, let's face it, people love horror stories and movies, and within the darkened walls of a movie theater, the electricity that's created by a bunch of people being scared out of their wits is almost as fun as the movie itself. Did you see it, Tomas? Have you been out to it yet?
No, I have not.
And nor have I. But apparently this It came out of left field, and it's actually somebody should come out of left field for the Dodgers. They haven't won a game in 12. What have they got, 11 or 12 in a row they've lost? Maybe
so.
It should be in left field. Who's playing now batting for the Dodgers? It. Anyway, it's a good movie again, so you can check this one out. And this is just it was a good showing for the movie. Other new releases that were happening over the weekend. Home Again starred Reese Witherspoon. That brought in $9 million over 2,940 theaters. Go see Reese Witherspoon in the movie. Give her a break here. Now that you're scared half to death. They say that's a very disappointing second place. Charlie Sheen's new drama 9/11 fell flat. Just 162,450 from 400 theaters. And
Wow.
this is not in the it equates. It's about it's not what this movie It did, and this one kind of snuck by me. Stephen King usually does very well, but 117.2 million, that is pretty good.
True.
So Sloane Stephens is out. She went from what they say beast mode to feast mode. She won at the U.S. Open this weekend. Did you watch any of that?
No, I did not.
Yeah, well, she was chowing down on some great steak to celebrate. She was in New York City celebrating her win against Madison Keys. She ate like the champ she is. The steak sources that we had said she brought about 70 people for dinner around 11 p.m. The group ordered up tuna tartare, STK signature sliders, shrimp cocktails, several steaks. And apparently Sloane Stephens passed on the booze, finally indulging in some chocolate chip cookies. So she stakes her claim to the throne on the U.S. Open victory. Congratulations.
Indeed, yeah, definitely. She was going against one of the Williams sisters, is that correct?
She won against Madison Keys.
Oh, okay.
Don't know what happened with the Williams sisters. Nor Andy Williams, who'll be performing again at well, he's no longer with us, but his music will live on at the Christmas holiday.
That's true.
Have you seen Wonder Woman? Did you get to see that movie when it was out?
Yes, I did.
Great film, right?
Yes. Tremendous film.
Tremendous. Patty Jenkins, great as Wonder Woman, right?
Right.
She's returning for Wonder Woman 2.
It figures.
It was a tough and lengthy negotiation, but apparently the director has closed the deal with Warner Brothers to helm, co-write, and produce the sequel to what they say was the movie sensation of the summer. I do think Wonder Woman was great. So was that Tom Cruise thing with the Mummy. A lot of people did not like it. I liked the film. I like Tom Cruise. I like the Mummy. This, Warner Brothers, or rather Universal, is going to take all the horror guys, and they're going to be their superheroes now. They're not going to be horror guys. They're going to be superheroes. You watch. The Mummy is going to solve some, is going to take over James Comey's job, and, James Comey doesn't have a job anymore. But the Mummy will take over the FBI, and things will be fine. Trust me on that one. Anyway, apparently this deal that they put together for Patty Jenkins to come back in Wonder Woman 2, they say is precedent-setting because Patty is the highest-paid female filmmaker in history. Getting to this point was challenging. Jenkins came on to Wonder Woman as a replacement for the director Michelle McLaren. So Patty Jenkins took over the helm of that, left the project over creative differences, but she became indispensable as a figure along with the star. And the star, by the way, that was the real Wonder Woman, Gal Gadot. She was incredible. And she was the face of the movie in the months before the June opening. So apparently, Patty Jenkins, the director, was the force, the impetus behind this Wonder Woman movie, and so they got her to be to return as a director. Is it that important? The director that important?
I feel that.
I guess it must
is,
be.
Yes.
You think so?
Yes, definitely.
Because Gal Gadot was incredible as Wonder Woman.
It wasn't bad looking either.
Well, I'm not as shallow to make a statement like that here in the lounge. There are women listening.
All due respect
I'll just
to
say
all the other
Gal
ladies.
Gadot was incredible in that role. Anyway, Patty Jenkins only had a deal for one movie as a director. Then the film became an immediate hit. So what did it make? Like $103 million, I think, in its opening weekend. Mm-hmm. So Patty Jenkins and her group found themselves in a very enviable position because people, are going to say there's got to be a sequel. Negotiations began, and they wanted a return, but that first weekend dragged on even more as the movie had more staying power. It became a rare for this last summer, became a true phenomenon. The picture grossing over $402 million domestically. It's topped $800 million, that mark worldwide.
Wow.
So apparently Patty Jenkins gets directing and writing fees in the high seven figures, somewhere between $7 million and $9 million. Wow. Anyway, so there'll be a lot of back end on the movie too, as it probably goes to TV and DVD or whatever it does now.
Pay-per-view.
So pay-per-view, all that stuff. Anyway, it's a superheroic leap for Patty Jenkins. He's paid $1 million for directing the initial Wonder Woman, looking to get something much more than that for going to a level 2 with Wonder Woman 2. What will Gal Gadot make on this? If she's smart, she'll hold out for more bucks.
She should.
Take on that job. Forget Larry Elder as a client. Let's go with Gal Gadot. Someone who can really bring in the cash. Patty Jenkins not so bad herself. All right, we'll continue in the lounge. Stand by. Our Hollywood reporter may have comments on this and more. That's coming up on In the Lounge.
Hi, everyone. This is Fred Dreyer with some breaking news. My new movie, Highway 395, has just been released. Highway 395 is my latest movie and is now available for all of my friends and listeners to own. Highway 395 is a classic modern-day Western thriller. Action, romance, and the frontier spirit. It's all there in my new movie, Highway 395. Now, here's the best part. You can own this movie tonight by going to my brand new website, freddryer.co. Head to my website now at freddryer.co and check out the trailer. Then order the movie for a great night of entertainment. And while you're at freddryer.co, check out the memorabilia and my career highlights. But don't forget to order my new action thriller movie, Highway 395. So head over to freddryer.co. That's freddryer.co.
Credit cards are sure fun to use, perhaps a little addicting, and they kind of make you feel rich. Well, if you're like most Americans, you've got over 5 maxed out credit cards in your pocket right now, and you can barely make the minimum payments, right? I'd like to personally recommend a company called DebtHelper.com. DebtHelper.com is a licensed and insured nonprofit debt management agency. They can help cut your interest rates by as much as 50% and lower your monthly payments, saving you thousands of dollars in finance charges on your credit card bills. DebtHelper.com does not lend money. Debt Helper's program could have you paying off your credit card debt in full in a 3 to 5 year period. Call DebtHelper.com right now for your free confidential consultation today. 866-706-3328. 866-706-3328. 866-706-3328. Credit Card Management Services, Inc. DBA, DebtHelper.com. 1325 North Farmers Avenue, number 201, West Palm Beach, Florida, 33401. Down payment of debt may be creditors to increase finance and other charges or undertake collection activity, including litigation.
Kaanapali Beach Hotel, Maui's Hawaiian Hotel.
Located in the heart of Maui's premier resort, Kaanapali Beach Hotel is officially recognized as Hawaii's most Hawaiian hotel. and the #1 best value in Hawaii. With a range of accommodations and affordable dining options, this is the ideal setting to turn Hawaiian dreams into lifelong memories. Live Hawaiian entertainment every evening, free year-round children's programs, weekly arts and crafts fairs, welcome breakfast, and departure kukui lei ceremonies add to the value. Swim in the whale-shaped pool, indulge in the fabulous spa and hotel salon. Enjoy Hawaiian hospitality at its best at the Ka'anapali Beach Hotel. Call 800-262-8450 or go to kbhmaui.com. That's kbhmaui.com. Aloha.
Anapali Beach Hotel, Maui's Hawaiian Hotel.
Mr. Bassman Tomas. Thank you once more. Welcome back to the lounge. Michael Horn Tomas joining us. Do we have the Hooray for Hollywood theme ready to go? I didn't think so. Would have been nice because our Hollywood reporter Jerry First Sides is with us. Jerry, welcome to the broadcast.
Hey, Mike, how are you?
Great. Welcome to the lounge, Jerry. And you've been on the Hollywood scene for many years. You've seen it all, haven't you?
Many years.
And you, what do you think about this movie, It, this weekend? Apparently, this is the big blockbuster
My
of
God,
the year.
$123 million, I think.
Something like that. I had over 117, but you would know better than I, Jerry, for size, because did you see the film? Did you go to the movie theater and watch it?
No. Did you see it?
No, but I thought maybe you would take me so that I have somebody there with me in case I
Well,
get scared.
that's a plan. That's the
Good.
plan.
Thank you very much. That's what I need to know. So there's some happenings going on in Hollywood. What's this? The Red Shoes you say is coming up. What is this all about? What's the Red Shoes?
Yeah, I like the more esoteric things with the cult following. And actually, on September 19th, two things are going to be happening. And one of them is the opening of the Red Shoes, which is directed by Matthew Bourne, who is a very quirky choreographer from England. And
Wait, Matthew Bourne, was he in the Bourne Identity?
he was.
No, I guess not.
Bourne.
No, I don't think so.
He has an
I'm
identity
sorry.
all of his own. And the really great news is that both the Wallace Annenberg in Beverly Hills and the Amundsen are lucky enough to have him, and also the most spectacular dance series that the city has ever seen. So the Wallace had an introductory ballet that was all of the dances that he particularly liked that kind of made him famous. That was last year. And now the Red Shoes is opening, which is a really magic show about a pair of red shoes. It's a Hans Christian Andersen story.
Oh, I like
that
this.
Once the dancer puts them on, cannot stop dancing.
I'm loving this. This is what I need. This is what I need to look good on a Saturday night, the Red Shoes. So you're saying magic shoes, Hans Christian Andersen, this is a fairy tale. You put these shoes on, you can't stop dancing.
That's what it is, and Matthew Bourne did his own twist on it. He's done things like, I don't know if you've seen the movie Edward Scissorhands, but that's kind of his style. And then he did Cinderella, but he set it in World War II. And this Red Shoes was actually a very, very, very famous movie with a famous ballerina, Moira Shearer. And he did his own spin on it, so you know that it's going to be really wild.
Okay, so the Red Shoes, the beloved fairy tale, the Academy Award-winning movie. Now it's in Hollywood. You're saying it's at the Amundsen Theater? That's when it's going to open up?
This is the Amundsen downtown on Temple.
This is in Los Angeles at the Amundsen Theater. Come in. If you're anywhere in the country, come in. You're going to see it. Because this is the American premiere. That's why we're talking about it, right?
This is the American premiere, and you can see a lot of the video if you just look online for the Red Shoes, and you go to CTG LA, which is Center Theater Group LA, ctgla.org, And you can see for yourself, like the choreographer speaking, you can see dance from the show and really get an idea of what it's about and enjoy it from your home.
So it opens September 19th. How long is it playing? How many days do we have to actually catch this performance?
The preview starts the 15th and it runs only through October 1st.
Wow. So this is a short run. Is it going to move around America, or is this its only American date?
I am going to check and find out. We'll put it on your website, but I think this is the only American date that it's going to be playing. But I am not sure.
Friday and Saturday at 8 p.m., Sunday at 1 p.m., and at 6:30 p.m. It's opening up Tuesday, the 19th at 8 p.m., performances September 20th through October 1st, and apparently Tuesday through Friday it's at 8 p.m., Saturday at 2 p.m. and 8 p.m., Sunday at 1 p.m. and 6:30 p.m. They're dark on Monday night, is that correct?
Right.
Okay, well, this is going to be interesting. No 6:30 p.m. performance on Sunday the 1st. So if you want to get tickets, I would guess tickets are going to sell out fast on this thing. Am I right?
I called to make sure there were tickets, and just go online and you can press the thing for the tickets and get the tickets right online.
Ticket prices, you know what the prices are at all? You have any idea?
I do not have an idea. Another good. Oh, yes. They range from $30 to $130.
All right. So whatever good seats are available, $30 to under $30. And the phone number is 213-972-4444, 213-972-4444. Stay with us, Jerry First Size. You want to find out about Leslie Ann Warren. I know she's going to be somewhere, too, and you got some breaking news on that. Our Hollywood Reporter continues.
This is the Mungle on Movies. I'm Matt Mungle. Dylan O'Brien co-stars in the new R-rated action thriller American Assassin and says he loves the backstory element this one brings.
We're used to seeing these kind of assassin characters, but it's really cool to see kind of a kid in his mid-20s go from being just that to being right there and experiencing with him the tragedy he experiences and then kind of going forward with him on the path he leads.
American Assassin in theaters September the 15th. For more reviews and commentary, head to mungleshow.com or follow me on Twitter at @TheMungle.
This is Bill's yard, and Bill's a grill master, not a grass expert. Still, no weeds belong in this backyard barbecue kingdom. And with Scott's Turf Builder Weed and Feed, Bill's greasy thumb is just as good as a green thumb. Because Scott's thickens lawns to help crowd out over 50 pesky weeds. So Bill can defeat invaders, green up his lawn, and hold his spatula high. This is a Scott's Yard. Pick up Scott's Weed and Feed today.
Come to Angelo's and Vinci's to see the memorabilia of movie stars and theatrical magic right in downtown Fullerton, California. See the Art of the Masters, an Italian town square complete with storefronts of old Italian butchers and cheesemongers, fruit and wine vendors, seamstresses showing their wares, fairy lights from cathedral ceilings, and our ancestors smiling down at you from the family love altar. The romance of Romeo and Juliet, and find the mystical Room of the Moon. And don't forget King Kong, Dracula, Frankenstein, and who knows what awaits you in the wine cellar. Enjoy the great food. We hand stuff our pastas, roll each and every tortellini, bake our own bread, make our own sauces fresh from our private stock of Sicilian family recipes. From pasta to seafood, chicken to award-winning pizzas, tiramisu flown in from Rome. If you can't find something on our menu to tempt you, you don't like Italian food. Try our Sunday brunch, just $18.95, and Angelo's and Vinci's has been named 2 years in a row Best Italian Restaurant in Orange County. Angelo's and Vinci's Restaurant, 550 North Harbor Boulevard in Fullerton, California. Call 714-879-4022.
Take a look inside your personal mirror. Are you living your most amazing life possible? Are you feeling stuck, miserable, or unsure? You don't have to settle. Nothing is more important than your life. It's yours. You only have one, and you deserve to make the most of it. Help is just a phone call away. You now have your own personal, psychic, intuitive life coach. Got a question on your financial situation, your job, having a love or relationship issue you need help with? Do you want to explore your destiny and life path? Our gifted, intuitive, psychic coaches can identify root issues, access your key problems, and formulate a plan to help you move confidently in the direction of your dreams. Live an amazing life now. Everyone needs someone to talk to. Call the Psychic Life Helpline today. 800-659-1091. 800-659-1091. 800-659-1091. That's 800-659-1091.
What are you going to do with your old car? You can try selling it, you could junk it, or you could donate it to Heritage for the Blind. Your car will be towed away for free, and your donation is tax deductible. Just call 1-800-785-9618. Heritage for the Blind accepts cars, vans, trucks, and boats. It doesn't matter if your vehicle runs or not. It will be towed away for free, and you'll be supporting those that need help. Heritage for the Blind is a nonprofit organization that helps the visually impaired live fuller lives. Call right now to donate your car, and as a special thank you for calling, you'll receive a free 3-day vacation voucher to many exciting locations. Call Heritage for the Blind right now, 1-800-785-9618. Donating is easy, and your vehicle is towed away for free. Plus, you'll get a free vacation voucher. Call now, 1-800-785-9618. That's 1-800-785-9618.
Back in the lounge, I'm Michael Horn, along with Tomas. Jerry First Sides, our Hollywood reporters, with us. So, Jerry, you got the red shoes. This is is this a dance? Is this a ballet that we're going to see? Is that what this whole thing is going to be?
It's a really modern version of a ballet, and it is going to be on tour. I just checked. So you have to look online to see where it is, when it is.
So it is going to be around the country in different spots.
Yeah, I see that it's going to be in Washington and New York. I'm not sure where else it is. Charlotte, North Carolina. So what you would have to do is just look up new adventures regarding Bourne. But don't look up the Bourne Identity.
Yeah, don't look up the Bourne Identity. New Adventures, or look up Red Shoes. It's probably under there, too. Anyway, so Red Shoes, Michael Bourne's production of that. It's the American premiere. Going to preview September 15th, open September 19th, playing through October 1st, dark on Monday, and performances the rest of the days. Now, you also said there's... we were talking about fairy tales, and I think of Cinderella, and then, of course, I think about Leslie Ann Warren. Didn't she play Cinderella? Wasn't she on the TV adaptation?
Did. Excellent.
Yeah.
Very excellent.
The old memory works sometimes. She's going to be...
She was a dancer. She was fantastic.
She was a dancer as well, Leslie Ann Warren?
Oh, yeah. Formal training, yes.
She also, I believe, starred in Mission Impossible, if you'll remember.
Ooh.
Do you remember that, Tomas?
I certainly do.
Of course you do, Tomas. That's good. I'm glad you're still there. Gal Gadot. Did you enjoy Gal Gadot and Wonder Woman, Jerry?
Loved it.
Yeah. So did Tomas and I. We loved it. Okay, so Leslie Ann Warren, what's she going to be doing? What's happening?
They're going to be doing the 35th anniversary screening of Victor Victoria.
35 years it's been since that premiered? Wow.
35 years. Blake Edwards put his wife Julie Andrews in it. James Garner is in it. Alex Karras is in it. And, of course, the great Robert Preston. I don't know how many times I've seen it, and it works every single time. And Leslie Ann Warren does that great kind of striptease dance when she goes back to Chicago. The angry striptease dance. That is hilarious.
Victor Victoria, this is the 35th anniversary?
It's the 35th anniversary, and Leslie Ann Warren will be at the Aria Theater. It's the Laemmle Fine Arts Theater in Beverly Hills.
So this is from Hollywood. Coming your way, everybody. This is going to be in Beverly Hills at which theater?
It's at the Laemmle Theater in Beverly Hills on Wilshire, just west of La Cienega, called the Aria. A-H-R-Y-A.
Okay. And when is this going to be? What day?
This is going to also be the same night as the opening of the ballet, which is September 19th.
We got a problem here, Jerry. Jerry, there's a big problem now. There's two things to go to opening night. Which one are you going to cover?
Well, I think the best shot for your listeners would be to do the film because they're probably sold out for the ballet.
That's it. Yeah.
And you can do
catch the
ballet
on one
a
of
lot
the
of
other
nights.
There you go. Now that's why you're the Hollywood Reporter, and that's why we just sit here back at the broadcast center. You, by the way, Jerry, were you ever a field reporter like those guys that were out in the storms there and checking out Hurricane Irma?
Oh my God! I was thinking about that when they were there. I worked for Newsweek, and I did civil rights, so I did the marches, but I never did the weather.
Yeah. I always just went wherever they told me to go. And during the day when I did it, they had like what they call these transportables. You kind of carried them, and they had like a microphone on them, and so they'd call you, and you could talk back and forth. Come in, please. Oh, I'm here. Over.
But one of the things I used to do TV for Newsweek, and the sound guy would not go in the stunt plane. So guess who went in the stunt plane and did the sound?
Wait a minute. So what was this? What did the stunt plane have to do about this? You went up as a stunt diver or stunt driver? What was it?
Yeah, it was a plane where the pilot did stunts upside down.
And
all
you were in
kinds
the
of wild
plane?
Things. Yes, a little plane.
You ain't gonna catch me in that. I went up in
lovely.
Bruce Wayne's traffic reporter plane a couple of times, and I was nervous. And he was a great pilot until, of course, he crashed. Rest his soul. But he was a good. Up to that point, he was. Well, what kind of a stunts did you do? The loop-de-loop? Did you fly upside down and do all that kind of stuff?
The loop-de-loop and all of those good things. Yes.
Did he take the plane straight up until it stalls, and then you kind of fall backwards?
Yes, he did.
I wouldn't. I would say, please, I'm getting out of this plane. But of course, you couldn't. Come on. Did you change? Pardon me, but pardon me. But did you change your shorts when you got out of that plane? Because I'm telling you, let me tell you.
No, he might have. No.
I would have. I'm telling you right now, that would have been it. You would not. You would have to pry me. I can't even get on the Ferris wheel. Well, I can do the Ferris wheel, except that one at Disneyland where it starts to rock back and forth. You ever see that one?
And I'm not a roller coaster person either. And I also went on old Army transport plane to the Air Force Base. We had a ride from here to there, and you didn't think anything about it. It was just you had the assignment and you went, and it was fun, right?
Wait a minute. You don't do the roller coasters, yet you went in a stunt plane and flew upside down and went for the engine stall?
I don't like to do roller coasters. It's not my thing, and that's a whole other subject because people that are the most demure intellectuals love roller coasters. You just don't know who does and who doesn't. I'm not a fan. Let's just say that. Had husbands that were fans, not me.
Husbands? We're getting to learn a little bit more about Jerry Firth Sides. That's the name, Jerry Firth Sides. So husbands, there was more than one?
Yes.
Okay, there you go. I'm loving this woman already now. So what else is happening in Hollywood? Anything else? Any other tips? Anything there? We got movies to go to. It's the big blockbuster at the movie theaters. You got The Red Shoes, the American debut. You got Leslie Ann Warren going to be at the 35th anniversary of Victor Victoria. That's in Beverly Hills. On what is it? What theater is that again?
This is the Laemmle Beverly Hills. It's called the Aria. And it's right on, and there's plenty of parking nearby. It's on Wilshire near La Cienega. And just because you're going to be sitting for a really long time, I also just, since we're talking about dance and dancers, wanted to remind everybody that the Wallace Annenberg dance whole series is coming up. And Debbie Allen, who you know, does a free class. Anybody that wants to comes and they dance outside. The Wallace Annenberg is the old Beverly Hills post office that was
where do you go to get information for that? Where do you go on that one?
For that one, you just go to the Wallace Annenberg online.
Wallace Annenberg online. Jerry Firth Sides, don't be a stranger. Good reports there. That's our Hollywood report. Maybe for the month, unless Jerry's got something else to tell us about. We'll continue straight ahead in the lounge. Michael Horn-Tomas. Thank you, Jerry.
I'm Pam McKissick. Remember the old adage, patience is virtue? Well, maybe. But I can't get past life is short, time's ticking, there's a lot to do and not enough time to do it. So people should either move on, move up, or move over. I'm just not a patient person. I can't even teach my dog tricks because both of us think it takes too long. I'm the woman losing her mind behind the mother at the fast food counter asking her child what he'd like to eat for the third time. I want to shout, he's 3. Don't ask him again if he wants the chicken fingers. You make the decision about the chicken fingers. Maybe that's how I ended up in the real estate auction business. When I hear the average days on market for real estate, my eyes glaze over. I start hearing voices. Be patient. It takes time to find the right buyer. Be patient. It takes time to get someone to make an offer. Be patient. It takes a while to sell it. I want to shout, it only takes 30 days to auction your property, and you can quick close in less than a week. You phone us and list it, we market and sell it, and you move on with your life. Forget being patient. Be smart. Call Williams & Williams Real Estate Auction at 1-800-986-9340. That's 1-800-986-9340.
With 20% back in rewards on color copies from Staples, you can run your business with confidence. The confidence to leave behind presentations that customers will read, not recycle. The confidence to produce color manuals that'll keep your business in the black. The confidence that your financial forecast will no longer be partly cloudy. Show off your business in full color for less at Staples. Now get 20% back in rewards on color presentations, manuals, and copies. Staples. It's pro time. Visit staples.com/20color. Expires 11/4/17. Exclusions apply.
We alarm our houses, and we alarm our cars. But when it comes to your personal information, it can be tough to know when something isn't right. That's where Discover Card can help. Now, we'll send you an alert if we find your social security number on any one of thousands of risky websites. And this service is free for card members. Just sign up online. It's our way of looking out for you, not just your account. Learn more at discover.com/free alerts. Limitations apply.
We are back in the lounge. Michael Horn, Tomas. That Jerry First Size was pretty good. That was some interesting Hollywood news, huh?
Yes, certainly it was.
Might want to go to the Red Shoes Diary in Washington, D.C. if I can. All right, Paramount's in the news. They have been apparently, they say, caught treating their productions assistants poorly. This happens a lot sometimes. You know, big bosses come around, and apparently Paramount Pictures has paid nearly 7 figures in a settlement to some production assistants because the group of employees brought a lawsuit against Paramount arguing about brutal, inhumane working conditions on some of their biggest films. This goes back a ways, stuff like The Wolf of Wall Street, Noah, The Transformers, Dark Side of the Moon. The production assistants, they still claim that Paramount not only forced them to work often 100 hours a week, but they never got overtime. They weren't allowed to leave their post even to get food or go to the restroom. And here's the real kicker, they're saying. The rule about sticking to their post was so severe that the production assistants alleged they had to go to the bathroom into bottles and buckets in their own cars. Now, I find that hard to believe.
I find it rather hard to believe and disappointing and disgusting at the same time.
Apparently, though, Paramount's paying $700,000 to a settlement to a group of production assistants because of how bad they were treated. Look, I don't care how bad the job is. I'm not going to go to the bathroom in a bucket in my car.
No, neither am I.
However, there was that time after I went to the Arby's and there were no roadside services that I did find a culvert on the side of the road.
That bad, eh?
No buckets were available. Luckily, some baby wipes. Daniel Day Kim, I loved him in Hawaii Five-0, and apparently there's contract negotiations. Not only is he gone, but Kono is gone too, or Zulu, or who? What is it? He plays Kim, whatever, Fo or Yong or something, and the female lead is gone too.
Right, I can't think of her name, but
yeah, I could think of it when she was in the show. Isn't that terrible? You can't remember the people. She's a great actress too.
Oh yeah.
But anyway, they're out of Hawaii Five-0. They dumped because they couldn't get a raise. They wanted to get a raise. They weren't getting it. So Daniel Day Kim is going to be joining the cast of this Hellboy reboot. This is according to the Hollywood Reporter. And he's going to play the role of Major Ben, is it Daimo? Is that what it is? Who's kind of that rugged military member of the Bureau of Paranormal Research and Defense, and he can turn into a jaguar because of a curse.
Wow.
This is going to be a stretch for Daniel Day Kim, but he'll be great at this. Apparently, this guy Ed Skrein jumped. He was dropped out of the role after the casting controversy because this Mike Mignola's character is of Japanese American descent in the comics, and so they wanted someone of Japanese American descent maybe to be in this role.
Right.
I have, you know what, and I'm against this because I think any actor can play any role anywhere, but that's what they wanted. That's what they got. So this is interesting. They're going to begin filming in September. And we'll see how this thing goes through. I wonder if some of the other stars that left Hawaii Five-0 will come in. Obviously not. That's just my own stupid thinking.
Yeah, you never know.
Grace, that's her name. Grace something, right?
Yes.
Thank you. I'm sure you'll get the rest of it for me, Tomas.
Yes,
You're
I will.
Lightning on it. But anyway, those two are gone. Daniel Day Kim and Grace. Miss North Dakota. Kara Mund, M-U-N-D, she wins Miss America this year. This is the old thing that President Donald Trump used to run. He had all these beauty pageant, and this was the culmination on Sunday's 2-hour-long live broadcast, and it was Miss North Dakota, a lovely lady named Kara Mund, or Cara, C-A-R-A, Mund, M-U-N-D. She was crowned the new Miss America, taking over from Miss America 2017, Savvy Shields. That's a good name for Miss America. Ladies and gentlemen, and now, Savvy Shields. That's S-A-V-V-Y, there's your Savvy. S-H-I-E-L-D-S, Shields. Put up the shields, Captain! They're giving it all she's got. They had Savvy Shields, I believe, on the Enterprise. Anyway, this is the first time Miss North Dakota has ever won the Miss America contest.
Wow.
So apparently there was like a stacked field of contestants this year. There was a new twist this year in the proceedings. There was a double question and answer round. There was one is kind of a lighthearted question. The second was political. Oh, boy. And both of her questions, she literally told the judges the number one item on her bucket list was advancing through the Miss America semifinals for the win. And then she astutely, apparently, rebuked President Trump's decision to remove the U.S. from the Paris Agreement. Oh, really? Yeah, she's got to be the worst Miss America ever. Really? That's her answer, Miss North Dakota? I'm glad we're out of that Paris Agreement. Apparently, Miss North Dakota hasn't handled her own finances ever. Get the hell out of all these things that are costing us money. Make America great again, MAGA? GTHO. Get the hell out of all these terrible... It's my new hat. That's what she should have said. Apparently, the pageants are missing the leadership of one Donald J. Trump. They said it was intense, but also was a good pageant. And apparently, she looked pretty good in the bikini and evening gown competition. Can we check that out on demand? Maybe. Sorry, I don't want to get shallow like my buddy Tomas here.
By the way, Grace Park was the...
Grace Park, thank
Yes.
you. There's the Miss America that we should have had. Grace Park. Kono. She started that role of Kono.
Yep.
And did a fine job. I hope that series survives Hawaii Five-0 with the loss of Kono and Chin. It's going to be tough.
When you really want Italian food, you've got to get to Columbo's. Columbo's Italian Steakhouse and Jazz Club. Colorado Boulevard, Eagle Rock. It's that little neighborhood place you wish was down the street from you. Seekers of luscious and appetizing gustatorial pursuits, indulge your fancies with steaks so absolutely yum-yum, vegetarians have forsaken kale and Pilates and never look back. Fish specialties so fresh and delicious and chosen by King Neptune himself, and relish Columbo's Italian family specialties so delectable you'll be yelling out, bravo, bravo! And let's not forget Columbo's world-famous meatballs, and you've got to try their breakfast pizza. Oh, and jazz every night. Service that's friendly, not phoning, and at a price that'll keep you coming back. That's Columbo's, that little neighborhood place you wish was down the street from you. Columbo's, Manja.
Do you want to fly somewhere, anywhere in the world? Smart travelers call myflightsearch.com for the best deals on flight tickets. Going to Manila, Bangkok, London, how about Singapore? Call myflightsearch.com for the lowest flight tickets available. What about a local vacation? Let's say you want to fly to Vegas, Orlando, Miami, Los Angeles, or Denver. Pick up the phone and call myflightsearch.com right now. We have exclusive deals that you can't find anywhere else. The only way you can get these low airline prices is by calling us. We have so many low prices available, we can't possibly tell them to you right here and now. If you're flying somewhere anytime in the next 6 months and you want the lowest airline ticket prices anywhere, you owe it to yourself to save a ton of money. So pick up your cell phone and call myflightsearch.com right now.
Call 800-445-3166. 800-445-3166. That's 800-445-3166. Call now. 800-445-3166.
Hey there! Did you know that with a bachelor's degree, on average, you could make almost twice as much over a lifetime than a person with just a high school diploma? It's true. According to the 2012 U.S. Census Bureau, college grads with a bachelor's degree make almost twice as much as high school grads. Now, going back to school is easier than ever at Independence University. Log on and complete coursework from the park, or the beach, or even your couch watching the kids. And Independence University gives you the tools, a free tablet and laptop for undergrad students to use and keep when they graduate. That's right, get a laptop so you can go to college from anywhere. Take the first step to a new career in business, information technology, healthcare, or graphic arts. Call to find the online degree program that's right for you, and you could be on your way to increasing your earning potential.
800-989-1361. 800-989-1361. That's 800-989-1361.
We're back in the lounge. All right, so the Hurricane Irma update, 2/3 of Florida without power. Over half anyway now at this air date, and everything has moved north towards Atlanta. You getting your friends batting down in Atlanta? That's where you got a home there, don't you, Tomas?
Actually, it's Savannah.
Savannah. Okay, that's right. I'm sorry. Sorry, excuse me there.
That's okay.
Didn't mean to insult you.
No insult.
It's okay. Apparently, there's this big telethon coming up. 17 network broadcast going to be raising money for the victims of Hurricanes Irma and Harvey, and it might be the biggest of its kind when it's going to be airing. TMZ has a few names added to the show. Tuesday night, 8 to 9. Celebs include Al Pacino, Justin Timberlake, Travis Scott, Dave Matthews, Jon Stewart, Chris Paul, Demi Lovato, P. Diddy, Leonardo DiCaprio, Justin Bieber, Drake, Reese Witherspoon, Jamie Foxx, Blake Shelton. This goes on and on and on. Billy Crystal, Robert De Niro, Sofia Vergara, Michael Strahan, Tim McGraw, and Faith Hill. Tomas?
Yes.
Oh, apparently you're on there, too. I didn't know you made the list there, Tomas. That's good. Anyway, what is this? It's just between 8. It's a 1-hour thing. I hope it's going to be longer than that, but they're saying there's also going to be performances. It's going to be live from L.A. and New York City and Nashville. Apparently Michael Dell and Verizon are underwriting the entire event, so 100% of all the money is going to go to help the hurricane victims. Apple's donating $5 million. The 4 networks, CBS, NBC, ABC, and Fox, will carry the show, but they're also talking to 17 other networks, including MTV, BET, CMT, Bravo, Oxygen, Univision, HBO, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. We got to get CRN in there. Let's carry this show.
Yeah, we should. Matter of fact, I can't believe it's only going to be 1 hour. It should be.
Yeah, it's got to be
2.
longer than that. Come on.
Yeah, it has to be 2.
1 hour with all. They can't even introduce the people in an hour, for God's sakes.
Thank you.
They'll introduce them and then they'll thank them, and then the show's over. They closed Disney World during the hurricane, which makes a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm.
But I was worried about the animals. What do? They can't get all the animals out of there. They probably have them in lockdown, some kind of safety area somewhere.
Yes.
What about those open areas there where they got the jungles and all that stuff? Come on. What do they do with the pirates?
They hide those, too.
And then there's people wondering about the refund and exchanges. Of course, Disney's going to refund your ticket if you can't go. I think the last thing on your mind if Hurricane Irma's coming into town is for you to worry about whether you're going to go to Disneyland or not. Just get the heck out of town.
True.
And it costs a lot of money to shut the place down. The Disney World generates around $30 million in revenue each day. Wow. And so closing for a day and a half when Hurricane Matthew was in there cost them about $40 million. So the shutdown for Irma, they say, could cost up to $90 million in lost revenue. That's all. It's more money than you make in a year with that new contract of yours, Tomas. And the Secret Service has restored access to the White House and surrounding areas after objects were being thrown over the fence. Some idiot threw a sign in a notebook over the Pennsylvania Avenue fence Monday morning. The Secret Service mentioned it on Twitter. The incident coincided with the anniversary of 9/11. And President Trump was attending a ceremony at the Pentagon. But anyway, the White House was on a lockdown. And about 2,000 people attended the Lehigh Valley Zoo annual Brew at the Zoo. On Saturday, they were rushed to a secure location because a bobcat made a break from her enclosure. So 18-year-old bobcat lived at the zoo all her life and apparently wanted to go with the Brew at the Zoo contest. I don't know what's going on. That's our show. If you miss anything, log on to our website, crntalk.com/The Lounge. Download our cell phone app free for your smartphone. Just dial pound 250 and say CRN Talk. For our executive producer, Courtney Gadara, for Tomas, I'm Michael Horn. Have a good night.
Which was most appropriate because that was your theme.
Are you tired of hearing your favorite talk radio shows sound like this? What if you could hear your favorite shows in crystal clear, high-definition digital sound? Well, with CRN Digital Talk Radio's 6 channels of high-definition radio, you can now hear all of your favorite hosts like you've never heard them before in CRN HD. The difference is amazing. Catch your favorite political hosts like Dennis Prager, Tom Hartman, Barry Farber, and so many more. Entertainment and lifestyle programming like The Robert Conrad Show, The What's Cooking Show, and The What's Cooking on Wine Show, all in true CRN HD audio. Sports, business, travel, food, wine, politics, there is something for everyone, and it's all available in CRN High Definition Sound. Log on to www.crntalk for listings and information on all your favorite shows. That's www.crntalk.com.
The radio channels. The radio channels. CRN.
Breaking news this hour from townhall.com. I'm Keith Peters. In the aftermath of Hurricane Irma in Florida, Governor Rick Scott says river flooding will be the biggest threat from the storm going forward.
In Jacksonville and northeast Florida, storm surge is 3 to 5 feet on top of more than a foot of rainfall, which is causing record and historical flooding along the St. Johns River.
Scott says one positive note was that conditions along Florida's west coast are not as bad as expected.
I didn't see the damage I thought I would see. We clearly saw homes that were messed up. We clearly saw roofs that were off. We clearly saw boats out of the place and things like that. But I thought we would see more damage.
Florida emergency management officials estimate nearly 12.5 million residents remain without power. Meanwhile, Irma, now a tropical storm, continues to move through the southeast. South Carolina State meteorologist John Quariello says Charleston is under a flash flood emergency.
Widespread flooding has been reported in some areas. The combination of extremely high tides combined with heavy rain has resulted in widespread dangerous flooding throughout downtown Charleston.
The Supreme Court has granted the Trump administration's request to lift restrictions on the president's travel ban.
Just hours after receiving the request from the Justice Department, Justice Anthony Kennedy issued a one-page response blocking the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals ruling that would have allowed some refugees to come to the U.S. if they'd been accepted by a resettlement agency. Kennedy delayed the decision from taking effect to give the state of Hawaii time to weigh in.
Correspondent Wally Hines reporting. Leading his first commemoration of the solemn 9/11 anniversary, President Trump said Monday that the living, breathing soul of America wept with grief for each of the nearly 3,000 lives that were lost on that day 16 years ago. Mr. Trump also used the anniversary to warn terrorists that America cannot be intimidated. On Wall Street, the Dow by 259 points, the Nasdaq rose 72, the S&P advanced 27. More at townhall.com.
This is a special alert to consumers who owe back taxes to the IRS.
Due to the financial hardship consumers are facing during the decline in the U.S. economy, the Internal Revenue Service has made it easier to settle tax problems. An open phone line has been established by National Tax Relief. Grab a pen or put this number in your cell phone, but call 1-800-210-0311 today. That's 1-800-210-0311. When you call, you'll get information and see if you qualify. If you owe back taxes to the IRS and can't afford to pay them back, there's no need to fear anymore. You may qualify for a program that could settle your tax problems and save you money. For free information and to see if you qualify, call National Tax Relief today at 1-800-210-0311. That's 1-800-210-0311. Call National Tax Relief today. 1-800-210-0311.
Britain's Minister for Leaving the European Union says Brexit will descend into chaos if lawmakers don't approve a bill designed to lay the legislative groundwork for the country's EU exit.
Lawmakers are voting on the European Union withdrawal bill. The bill aims to convert some 12,000 EU laws and regulations into domestic statute when Britain leaves the bloc in March 2019. Brexit Secretary David Davis says the British people didn't vote for confusion, and neither should Parliament. Critics say the bill gives the government worrying powers to change laws without the parliamentary scrutiny usually needed to make or amend legislation. Lawmakers are debating the bill Monday with a vote due early Tuesday. Sarah Shackley, London.
With businesses disrupted, fuel and chemical refineries out of commission, and consumers struggling to restore their lives, both Hurricanes Harvey and Irma will likely pack a tough double whammy for the U.S. economy. News and analysis at townhall.com. I'm Keith Peters. Texas Republican Senator Bob Corker says he is unsure about whether he will run for re-election.
The chairman of the influential Senate Foreign Relations Committee released a brief statement about his ambivalence over running again. The statement introduces new doubts about the GOP's efforts to beef up its majority control in the Senate next year. Corker, who is a sometimes critic of President Donald Trump, says he is still contemplating his future. He also says, quoting here, "Running for re-election has never been an automatic for me." Corker, who has more than $6.5 million in his campaign war chest, has been regarded as a shoo-in for a third term in the U.S. Senate. Linda Kenyon, Capitol Hill.
A Nevada university will soon put a coveted high-priced Stradivarius violin on the auction block to help pay for its new art building. The Nevada System of Higher Education Board of Regents gave approval last week for the University of Nevada in Reno to sell that famous brand instrument, which is worth millions. More on these stories at townhall.com.
Hey there! Did you know that with a bachelor's degree, on average, you could make almost twice as much over a lifetime than a person with just a high school diploma? It's true. According to the 2012 U.S. Census Bureau, college grads with a bachelor's degree make almost twice as much as high school grads. Now, going back to school is easier than ever at Independence University. Log on and complete coursework from the park, or the beach, or even your couch watching the kids. And Independence University gives you the tools, a free tablet and laptop for undergrad students to use and keep when they graduate. That's right, get a laptop so you can go to college from anywhere. Take the first step to a new career in business, information technology, healthcare, or graphic arts. Call to find the online degree program that's right for you, and you could be on your way to increasing your earning potential.
800-989-1361. 800-989-1361. That's 800-989-1361.
Here on CRN, we'd like to keep you updated on what's happening in wine throughout the state of California. Napa, Sonoma, the Pacific Coast has great regions like the Central Coast area, Paso Robles, Santa Barbara, Temecula. Join our very own Larry Van Alst as he takes a look at what's cooking on wine, the Sonoma Report. It comes your way Wednesday evenings at 6 p.m. right here on CRN. Winemakers, superstars, wine growers, and more. With Larry Van Alst, what's cooking on wine, the Sonoma Report.